engaging the community since 1970. This is WIS Awareness.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Awareness. I'm your host, Megan Norman. Small businesses are an important part of our economy. According to the U.S. Small Business Administration, small businesses represent 97% of our state's employers. Have you ever wanted to be a part of that percentage? Do you want to be an entrepreneur but you just don't know how? There are resources to help the small and minority business owner succeed and thrive. Joining me now, Stanley Foreman, Director of the Small and Minority Business Contracting and Certification, and Stacy Gregg with the State Procurement Office. Thank you both for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Give us a little bit of background on exactly what you do and the mission.
My office is Small Minority Business Certification and Contracting and Certification is to help small minority business to take advantage of Article 21 states that 10% of controllable dollars are geared towards women and minority business. Also, what we try to do is educate and train them on how they can become certified and take advantage of the opportunities that the state contract offers.
Okay, and then the procurement office here in the state?
Yes, I work for the State Procurement Office, and basically what we do is form the contracts for the goods and services that you see in all of the municipal buildings and organizations such as DMV, the Department of Social Services, and the schools in the area.
And so not all small businesses are certified. There are about 800 or so in the state, is that correct?
Correct. There's 800 certified business, and out of the 800 and certified business, you basically come, that's one of our main focus is to get every small minority business that's eligible to get certified with us so they can have a better chance at networking and taking advantage of it.
Well, I was going to ask you, what is the benefit of being certified and what is that process?
The process is basically you go to our website, Small Minority Business Contract and Certification. You fill out the, you download the documents and the checklist. You can, once you complete that, you send it into our office. You can either mail it or you can hand carry it and bring it to our office. Our team will review it and make sure all the paperwork is correct. We will then set up a site visit with you. That complete process takes 2 to 4 weeks.
Okay. Now, some people out there are really interested in becoming an entrepreneur but not really knowing how to get started. What are some resources out there that you can direct our viewers to?
Well, there's the Small Business Administration and, of course, Stanley's office, the Office of
Small Minority Business
Contracting and Certification.
They have a brand new name. It's difficult for us to keep up with, right? And and also some of the local governments, Richland County, City of Columbia have small minority offices as well. Benedict College has a great program, and then the organization that I work with, the South Carolina Association of Governmental Purchasing Officials, does a lot to help.
And we have to mention the Small Business Development Center because they talk about business license, nonprofit, grants, so that's a great resource, and of course they're taxpayers, so all that service is free to the communities.
Now, is there a push to get more small and minority business owners out here in South Carolina?
Yes, because like we said, there's 97% of small business in South Carolina, and they actually grow our economy, so it's important for all of us to work as teams to try to make them aware of the program that's out there, plus the networking piece.
Right. And what advice would you have for those who are looking to kind of get their feet wet and become a small business owner?
The first thing I would tell them to do is go and start with the Small Business Development Center, because they have teams there who will sit down with you. They do the marketing piece and tell you if you're having a great idea. They also would share with you with the South Carolina Secretary of State office, because a lot of people have the same ideas. You don't want to do all this work and find out that someone has already patented a certain thing. So start with the Small Business Development Center and follow their guidance. And then once you come to us, remember our job is to help you get contracts. But start with them and the other agencies, because like I said, again, they're taxpayers, so all this service are free to them.
Right, and you were saying the certification process takes about 2 to 4 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks.
Anything people need to know in terms of any stumbling blocks that you've seen in that process that you can help people avoid prior to?
I think the first thing people need to know, 1, you have to be in business for a year. Number 2, that business has to be in the state of South Carolina because we're trying to get state contracts. You have to be a woman or a minority. And the last thing is your personal net worth can't exceed $750,000. I would encourage people to know that the reason certain documents when you get online, we need the taxes is the way, your personal taxes is how we can see if you're really eligible, you know, for that $750,000 threshold that they put out there. So don't be, you know, cautious about submitting your paperwork to us, because we're just looking at it in case we get audited.
Right, and Stacey, any roadblocks that you have seen from your end that viewers need to know about, or any particular information you want to share with them?
No roadblocks. I would say though, if you're interested in performing or doing business with the state of South Carolina, you've got to be willing to do your homework, and you've got to be willing to reach out and meet with and attend events. It takes a lot of time, but it'll be worth it. There'll certainly be a return on your investment. Right,
and so if you want to become a registered vendor, there's a website we want to give you. You see it there on your screen, procurement.sc.gov. To get certified, the website you need to go to is osmba.sc.gov. And we will put more information about this whole process on our website and on our Facebook page. I want to thank both of you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Still to come on Awareness, hear about the struggles and successes from a small business owner. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Awareness. What does it take to become a small business owner? For one perspective, joining me now is Lasenta Lewis-Ellis, President and CEO of LLE Construction Group. Thanks for being here with us this morning.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Now, you have been in business with your construction group for about 5 years now,
yes.
But it's not your only business.
No, it's not.
So how did you get involved? How did you become a small business owner?
Well, LLE was started because I lost my job. I needed employment. I had to take care of my family, so I decided to take my knowledge, skills, and ability and certification as a general contractor and started my own business. My other company, Need a Lift Transportation Services, was started because there was a need, a transportation need in our community to help parents who needed transportation from their children to and from school and after school and summer camp programs. So really, Need a Lift was started based on a need in our community.
And you started the LLE Construction Group because you needed to have a job.
I was on unemployment, and I had to figure out what was my next step. I had, even with 3 college degrees, was struggling trying to find employment. So I just decided, you know, start your own business. And 5 years later, we're one of the top, we'll get into that later, women-owned companies, you know, globally. Yes.
That is incredible.
Yes.
Did you have any fears? Obviously, when you lose your job, you feel like maybe your feet have come from underneath you. You don't really know what you're going to do your next step. Did you have any fears about becoming a small business owner?
Most definitely, because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how the community would accept not only a female, but a black-owned general contracting firm. And not only that, you have a fear of having enough money, you know, having the cash flow to run your business. You have a fear of attracting, you know, the right people to contract with you, that'll trust your company as a startup to come in and do the right thing. So yes, there were a lot of fears.
And I'm sure there were a few setbacks too along the way.
Yes, there have been several setbacks. We're in a period of growth. So when your business get to a point where you're growing, finding the right people is important, making sure you have capital again to bring in the top people. Just knowing how to grow your business. So business education is very important to a small business owner.
And so what resources did you take advantage of?
Well, I'm very grateful to the Small Business Development Center. You have the Governor's Office, which we'll talk about later for the forum. You have SBA. You have the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunity. South Carolina Department of Transportation has a business development program. So I've been able to use those resources to help me kind of fuel the growth of my business.
It seems like, well, it doesn't seem, there are quite a few resources out there, but it seems like it can be very overwhelming to figure out, well, what is the right resource for me? You know, how are they going to meet my needs? So how did you assess that? How did you really know where to begin?
Well, you look at your business. So if we're doing accounting, I'm looking for QuickBooks training. Who's providing that in the community? Where it's low cost to a small business owner? Or you may look at scalable growth, how to scale your business, who's offering that training in the community. So every class that we attend or business education that we participate in, whether it's the Fast Track program, Growth Venture with Midlands Tech, whether it's the Ice House Entrepreneur Training, with Stanley, whether it's the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program, which we graduated in a year ago. It's a program to help us figure out not only how to market our business, but who is our market. You know, how do you make sure you balance your books and make sure you pay the IRS?
Very important to do.
Those things are very important.
Yes.
But without business education that's provided by these organizations, as a small business owner, I wouldn't know where to start. I wouldn't know what direction to go into.
Right. And how important has networking been for you to really get your name out there, get your brand out there, be someone people know they can trust?
Yes, networking is very important. I try to attend all of the events that are being offered locally in DC. I go outside of South Carolina. Without networking, people cannot put your face to your business. They don't even know what service you provide if you're not out there telling them what you do.
Right.
And without doing that, how would they know to contract with you? Because they don't know who you are. So I try to, when I talk to small business owners, I encourage them, yes, most of the events are in the middle of the day, but that's okay. You have to take time and invest in your business. Networking with people in the procurement arena, networking with other business owners is, that's strategic planning for growth for your business. Without them, there is no contracting opportunities.
Right. And talk about some of your successes. I know you've had so many over the last 5 years.
Oh, I have. It's been awesome. I have the best unemployment story, I think, in the world. But yes, several. Well, success for me, how do you define success? For one, success for me is we made it to our 5th year in business. We did not go out of business. We're not bankrupt. So that's success in itself. Success, we've built very good working relationships throughout the state, not only with the governor's office, but also with SBA. So we've built those relationships. Success is building relationships with contractors or contracting entities that want to procure our services. So when a client tell me, Lasenta, we come to you because of this, to me that's success. We can define it as monetary, that's great, but success to me is sustainability. So long as I can provide that sustainability for my business and also other local small business, how can we help each other? That's what's important to me.
And where are your clients? Are they just in South Carolina? Where have you done business?
Well, currently as a small business owner, we haven't gotten to the point where we're expanding outside of South Carolina yet. However, I am looking to go more into the Maryland, DC market in federal government work. I'm putting that plan together now. But locally, we do work with the K through 12 schools, like Richland County School District 1 has been an excellent client and a very great supporter of small business owners. We do work with your charter schools, your private schools. We've done work with some work with the federal government, Shaw Air Force Base, Shaw Air Force Base, Fort Jackson. So we've been around, and we're doing a little here, a little there that allows us to expand our business and grow.
And when you go around, do you see other businesses like yours? Do you see other contractors like you out there? No.
That's why it's important for me to be here today, to let contractors know that we have to get out there. First of all, we have to do good work, not because we're small, women, or minority. We have to do good work because that's the only way we're going to be in business.
That's
and
the expectation,
grow.
period.
Yes. I don't ever use, oh, I'm a black female contractor as an excuse for me to get business. No. We provide excellent service. We provide excellent contracting. We hire some of the best subcontractors here to do work and partner with us.
Right.
That's what's important, not because I'm a minority.
But with that being said, you still advocate for other minority businesses to take root here in South Carolina.
Always.
And you were just awarded a pretty great honor, distinguishing honor.
Yes. I was nominated as a 2016 Enterprising Woman of the Year, and my company was selected.
Congratulations.
Yes, and I have an opportunity this weekend to go to Miami, Florida, and receive my red carpet award. I feel like a superstar.
Yes, you should.
And but the award is not only based on the monetary growth of my business, but the other components is giving back to the community. developing mentorship and programs for our young girls.
Right.
Last year, I partnered with 3 other business owners, Karen Jenkins, Tamika Isaac Divine, and Dahlia Myers, and we created Beyond the Lemonade Stand, an entrepreneurship program for girls. It's so important as business owners that we give back to our community, and that we share the knowledge that we've gotten over the years with our youth.
With the next generation.
It's key.
Yeah.
I mean, they're our future, so we have to feed into them now, not when we retire,
Well,
but now.
Lasenta Lewis-Ellis, congratulations once again, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome.
When awareness returns, you may remember Gabrielle and her mom, Rosalind.
My mom would spend a lot of time fixing my hair in the mornings, and then I would go to school and then play outside, and then just lose all my barrettes and then come back with no barrettes at all. When I'm not at school or working for my business, I like reading, dancing, dolls, and crossword puzzles.
Yes, this 9-year-old is the CEO of her own business. She and her mom took an idea, coupled it with creativity, and GaBBY Bows was born. After the break, they are back with an update on their business. Welcome back to Awareness. A local elementary school student is making waves in the business world as the CEO of her own company. 9-year-old Gabrielle Goodwin was awarded a South Carolina Young Entrepreneur of the Year in 2015. She and her mother created GaBBY Bows, a double-faced, double-snap barrette designed to hold the hair and the barrette in place. She's been selling her bows around the world and traveling the country sharing her story. We've had them on Awareness before. Today, Gabrielle and her mom Rosalind are back with how their business is taking off. It's been a few months since we've had you on to talk about GaBBY Bows, so give us an update. How have sales been going? What's the latest project? Because I know there's a new project for you. It has to be.
Well, everything's been going wonderful. Through online sales, we've been able to fill orders in 42 states and 7 countries.
Oh my goodness.
We just celebrated our 2nd anniversary, and we're just incredibly blessed by the support we have right here in the Midlands, as well as abroad.
Right, absolutely. And tell me how it feels to be expanding and to be at the forefront of this new business.
It feels good because every time I travel, I get to meet new friends and meet new people and inspire people.
And inspire people. That is so amazing. You're inspiring people every day by what you're doing, by making these GaBBY Bows. So you recently went to Los Angeles for a special taping. Tell us all about that.
Yes, we recorded for The Real, which is our first national television interview, and it will air June 2nd.
And how did that go? What was that experience like for you?
It was awesome. And like when I said one sentence, like everybody was like, ah.
They were so excited, weren't they?
Yeah, and they were really excited. And I was really, really excited because I got to meet Adrian, Tamara, Jeannie, and Lonnie.
Are they really nice?
Yes.
They seem like they're really nice. Well, and how proud are you to see this business really growing and expanding and seeing her take on such a leadership role in all of this?
Nothing makes her and her dad and I more proud to see her grow and develop over these last 2 years. It's just been amazing. When we started the project when she was 5, started the business when she was 7, and to now see her at 9 and taking on the role and self-proclaiming herself as president and CEO.
Right.
It's just amazing, and to see her confidence build more than anything else, more than sales and more than national television exposure, just to see the growth in her development and confidence has been most rewarding.
And what are the next steps for GaBBY Bows?
Well, the next steps, we are certainly in a number of other national competitions and looking to expand to all 50 states through our sales, looking to get into more stores and just continue to grow the business. We've got 2 new ideas that we're working on that we look to manufacture by the end of this year and just continue to grow the brand.
Did you ever think, going back to, and I'm trying to remember the story correctly, about how you had this idea because she was always losing the barrettes. I know I used to lose barrettes when I was a little girl, and then I think it was your pastor who said, well, maybe you need to look into this more seriously. Did you think then you'd be where you are now?
Oh, no. When he sent, it was a reply on Twitter I mean, it was really just the suggestion. She was the one who kept daily insisting every single day, even when she was 5, that we needed to work on this. At the most, my wildest dreams was that we would come up with an idea that we would potentially sell to another company.
Right.
And I would possibly convince them to name it after her. Never imagine going into business for ourselves, and just never imagine all this at that point.
How do you feel as the president and CEO of GaBBY Bows? Describe that for me. Describe it for our viewers.
It's, well, like when I tell other people, they're like, really? Wow. And like, I have to like I do like inventory for it and everything.
You have to do a lot of hard work for it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of hard work in owning your own business, running your own business. What advice would you have for young people your age who are inspired by you and what you're doing?
Try your best, work hard, and persevere, never give up. Obstacles will be in your way and you'll have to never give up to go further.
Perseverance, certainly an absolute skill that everyone needs to have, that determination to keep pushing forward. And we're so proud of you, so proud of your family for what you've been able to accomplish, and we hope to continue to check in on your success and your progress for the days, weeks, months, and years to come.
Thank you.
Thank
you for your
you.
support.
We'll be right back with a final thought. Awareness would like to salute Columbia small business owner Ramon Dickerson. Dickerson is the co-owner of food truck phenomenon Too Fat to Fly and has been named as one of the 4 2016 State Chef Ambassadors. These chefs embody the best of South Carolina's food scene, both in product quality and their dedication to using healthy, locally grown ingredients. Dickerson and his business partner Corey Simmons take chicken wings and stuff them. The duo now have their own restaurant in Columbia called Wing City. Congratulations to the co-owners and cheers to continued success. The power to own your own business starts with an idea coupled with tenacity. Nothing should stop you and your dream from becoming a reality if you have the right resources. Until next time, I'm Megan Norman. This is Awareness.